For the real authority, really can't take your it. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a human talking, I mean you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see a don't keep it, you must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us.
The content of my name screen last, and I was elected Judah as a senator. You gave me confirmation power, but I'm coerced to confirm people. So with people who saying that the vice president and myself will not work together, I think the vice president doesn't want to work with me. I want to say it clearly to the public so they can understand. We have been subjected like a bear ball, and I asked Samuel Kuga not going to accept that. Once I was elected as a senator of the country, I must be given the opportunity to recommend my citizen. It is my fiduciary responsibility. I just said now a group of citizens crying on me for job. Then one individual supersedes everything he does, the country work, he does the nation work. Then who am I? If a vice president goes to the president and says, well, Nima Kandi and my country live with me, I don't cut to say, teamwork, he will listen to him. But in my mind, the vice president should reciprocate. In a mother, you can go to the vice president or the president to say that anything that has to do, please refer to me. Equally so. When we make recommendations, it should be accepted as a legislator of the country. Then show good faith. But you cannot be the only one that will take the shot. Then we live on a wayward. No, I don't think that's the proper way for us to go. And ask Samuel Kuga will not accept it. I can tell you for free. Where the period of the time that the Liverpool elected me for, the time elapsed, and they want to take their job, fine. But the Liverpool know that I'm somebody who is a straight talker, and they know that I can defend them, fine. I don't think that is the way we're supposed to go. We need to respect each other in this country. Politics should not be because I got the upper hand, so therefore I can suppress anybody. No, for me, I'm a water. When you tap me on the other side, I can boss another way to make way for me to live. And what I'm saying here is what's happening. It's not secret. The vice president is listening to people that, oh, that man there, pretty soon he will be vice president running me to somebody. So he believes in it. Maybe he want to elevate me. My disappointment is, number one, now the vice president often tell me, since he got a seat as vice president, how many persons have I recommended in this government to serve in the government as presidential appointee? 0. Every appointment in Nima Kandi was done by him. He and I would discuss something as a brother. To implement it, you will bypass me and do different things. I don't talk on it. Look at what happened in district number 5. If my brother sincerely want to work with me, he's not listening to gossip. And we're working in harmony with respect to each other. You don't think he's supposed to call me and say, my man, the election here. Why you're thinking? Because you are the one over there. Anybody like rebel man, I will declare support for that person. It's a dumb deal for me to knock my chest in the district and say, we're carrying the person. And the vice president said, no objection. The senator who came from there, the senator of the country say that the person, one party mandate will support the person. But on the contrary, that we agree on something, you deviated from it. If I had gone already to challenge that I will support Agosi Mekwa by all means, or I will support Bori Badia by all means, openly declare, and he's supporting Koto, how the world will look at us. So as an elderly person, I decided to waive everything and say I will not do it. I will be neutral. My neutrality was based on endurance, but I will fight and fear disgrace in my own district. He doesn't want to lead the neck of Nima County. When you are elected as a senator, it is a full responsibility to take charge of the country. Not vice president, not president. Do you guys want me to sit supinely and be happy when this such a thing is going on? Then what made me senator? Even the party that the old man left with all, may his soul rest in peace. I'm looking there like an ostracized person. You need to dignify me. You want to tell me I'm not organized? Why you think the Limapo elected me as a senator? And that respect is not given to me. We should respect each other. Whosoever attempting to intimidate me with voodoo, with sound of intimidation to say we'll bring somebody to do this, the Liberian way they say that vla. I will die natural death. Nobody will kill me. Because when you kill me, that beat you and you will be cursed. The curse will forever remain on your hair, and blood stain will remain on your hair, and you will not survive easily. You will end up with disgrace. How can you think, or why would you even think to take away somebody's life? For what? Then the police will look up to, you report their case to, they don't take record on the individual. Can you imagine? So if I were to die, like, yeah, Share, nobody will talk about it. Oh, but I remember, say, what I sugar, that why you die for? It's not about the organ, say, oh,
Freedom Communication Incorporated brings to you Freedom Hub. Freedom Hub, a 2-hour informative forum where key issues are discussed to shift the destiny of our country positively.
They see allegation of corruption. There are multiple cases where current officials of this government are being alleged to be deeply involved with corruption. Why not subject them to the same treatment? If Master Kimia can be good enough to go to prison on allegation of corruption, I mean, Moda should be good enough to go to prison as well.
This is to me, you know exactly what happened up Capitol. You have the evidence to prove what happened up Capitol beyond all reasonable doubt. So we do not have to keep running in circles. Investigation is now a single day. The government of Liberia is an interest. It's a party in this case.
Despite of the many challenges in Liberia, poor education, joblessness, and underdevelopment, the question are, how will Liberians be reconciled with self-division, divisive, and destructive politics?
Let me address this private jet issue. My response may not go down well. As Darius Taylor, who campaigned against private jet, use of private jet against President Weir, I want to publicly apologize to President Weir. We did not understand the constraints and the reasons and the justification for using private jet.
What troubles me is to hear a sitting president, Joseph Baka, and his men to try to tear our country apart. We are a post-conflict nation. Our peace is fragile. What we need to do is to reconcile and bring our people together, not to separate us, not to divide us, not to destroy this country anymore.
How can Liberians decide on progressiveness and think on how they can build and develop their country? How can 178 years old country build capacity of young Liberians and create job opportunity and enable the Liberian citizens to live a better life? To answer these questions plus many more, John K. OK and Princess Elessa Banche Colley from Monday to Thursday at 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. for the program Freedom Hub for the most informative talk show that brings the real issue without fear to the Liberian people on Freedom FM 87.9.
Guess what? Now people come and play. How are we the EPA with me then? The song I want and they get it wrong. Husband as petition is singing from people. What's that? You know, it's on say we didn't buy it here. Say, not we more than never. It was running down. It's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. That will you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you. Mr. Rescue, the people say not like you. You say you coming to rescue your people. Oh, that's why you told us. You even claim to even be the hero on your experience. But why you for us? So why the rest press not stable? No job, no food to put on the table. No just for the poor. Once you not get no money, rest and show your kids can't go. No opportunity for the youth. Instead of helping body, breaking poverty on the youth. Tell me why the people vote you for. You treating the people, I hate to say you got no love. It's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. That will you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you. You say you were going to change things, but we're not seeing changes. Promises you made you and your rescue team. We're not seeing changes. You made the whole country divided into two. CDC and Unity Party, they can't conclude. You downsizing, you wish hunting. Now when they die, but they Liberian people suffering. You downsizing, you wish hunting. Now when they die, but they Liberian people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You and your rescue team. I say, oh, it's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. Now will you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue. The people say not like you. That's what yama 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 yama.
Okay, good afternoon, good morning, and good evening to all of you, our people listening to us across the country. Good morning, good evening to those of you watching us across the globe. However you are, wherever you are joining us from on today's edition. What a pleasant way to welcome you to the Tuesday's edition of the program. Today is certainly the 23rd day of September. The year remains 2025.
We don't change things, but we're not seeing changes.
There are too many things happening in the country.
Rescue team.
The Republic is getting exposed by the day.
The whole country divided into two. CDC and Unity Party.
Medical reports from the AMI hospital indicated
now when they die, but they Liberian people.
There is a whole conversation around it.
Now when they die, but they
The report will include
who you rather give the rescue now. You and your rescue team. I say
a particular verification and validation of what was alleged to have happened to the suspects.
Rescue.
So let me break it down.
I give him the people what they want. Then you say you give the rest.
The medical examination that was ordered by the defense counsel in the capital case. The result of that examination is out. And from the result we have in our possession, it is clearly stated in the results that the guys were tortured. The examination record shows that they were manhandled. There are too many indications to prove that the Joseph Yuma Boaka's administration, under the watch of Police Director Gregory Oliver Como and his NSA counterpart Prince C. Johnson,
You say you are going to change things.
Alleged series of secret torturing of the quote-unquote suspects.
You made you and your rescue team.
And so with the medical report out,
Not saying changes. You made the whole country divide.
validating what the defense counsel said about the prosecutors,
You downsizing.
by extension, the government of Liberia using unorthodox means to solicit evidence.
You wish
It is now proven that the medical report has validated the assertion, the point raised. In a serious country, the judge will automatically track the case. The judge will automatically dismiss the witnesses. They will set the people children free from South Beach, and those of them who will need medical attention will go and seek medical attention. Because if any of those individuals die today in prison, their blood will be on the hands of Gregor Como and the Unity Party government. From all indication, you beat those children, you torture them, you subjected them to inhumane treatment, you almost got them killed. The other guy is having some unnecessary growth in his in his body.
you are going to change
His left breast, I'm told, one of his breasts, start to grow like a female.
the rescue team.
That's how terrible it is. Imagine the man titty growing and becoming big like the female titty.
Probably they can't conclude.
It is because of the inhumane treatment they were given
Go suffering.
in the joint cells. I mean, the different secret cells.
Remember go suffering.
And so we'll talk more about it. The whole report is here.
You now. You and your rescue.
I hope Chris will go to the office. I forgot about it. I got a soft copy, but I want to read the report directly hand to hand. It's in the black plastic. Oh yes.
Give him the people what they want.
And so we have the whole report here, the medical report here. We'll be reading case by case.
The people say now.
That's how tyrannical the system has been. You place people, children, behind closed doors. You subjected them to inhumane treatment. You are torturing them against the international protocol. This is a human rights violation. The government is deeply involved with human rights violation. This is internal terrorism. You're terrorizing the citizens of the country. That's not how you solicit evidence. And so we look forward to the judge tomorrow. We hope the judge will rule in favor of the law. It is so unbearable to find Liberian people, children, being victims of torture in their own country. This is pathetic. This is uncalled for. This is not what should be happening in the country we call Liberia, a country that is supposed to be independent and democratic. A democratic state should not be exhibiting these kinds of attitude.
You rather give the rescue now. You and your rescue team. I say, it's a rescue. I just want to ask you one question. Now, will you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue. The people say not like you. I say, yama, 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 yama,
And so, like I said, these are going to be some of the issues we'll talk about on the platform today. I'm not going to waste my time. Neither is Alexa going to waste her time on President Waka being caught up at the General Assembly. We're not going to talk about that because the president also lied to the Liberian people in the war over that he's going to be investing $8.5 billion in this country in the next 5 years. A country where budget shortfall is becoming the nickname of Augustine Pehiga. Such a country cannot invest $8 point some billion in this country. Where is the president getting his figures from? And so we're not going to dwell more on. Our focus is going to be particularly on the situation involving the report. In my hands, you see the whole report. The report is available. Oh yes. And so we have the whole report here before us. We have the entire report here before us. And this particular report is validating what the defense counsel said. My people, in simple English, they brutalized those people, children. They beat them. They almost killed the people cheering for nothing. So these guys know who burned the Capitol building, and they choose to incriminate the wrong people.
You say you are
In their effort to do so, they choose to torture.
promises you
They choose to torture these young children. Some of them will play their audios here.
divide into two.
Will play their voices when they were complaining about how they've been tortured.
You downsizing,
When they are torturing, a model could not work.
people suffering,
When they knew that they could not get the guys to incriminate themselves, deeply with the torturing method, they resorted to financial inducement and coercion.
I said,
So they thought to take the guys to, some of the guys to beautiful hotels,
I just wanna ask
put them in the hotels, bring some young girls to them, and attempt to put some of the girls on them,
people what they want.
attempt to give them good life. Kept John Yanti at the luxurious lifestyle hotel in Tinkers Village. Kept him in a wet bed sheet room, a wet tower, 24/7 air conditioning, and all of the beverages he needed. Made all sorts of cash, some pocket money, and small getting with some tete. They did all of those things to ensure that John Yanti will speak out, but he did not speak out. He did not say anything because, according to him, he is innocent of all of the charges brought forth against him. And so, with this latest medical report, we're going to be asking the Liberian government to stop politicizing this case. You got to stop. Go and find the real people who burned the building.
I just wanna ask you one question.
Go and ask those who removed the chairs from the building before the building got burned.
You not give him the
What was their intention?
you say you keep the rescue.
That Angel Gabriel told them the building would have gotten burned the next day, for which they took the chairs off the building. Those are issues we're going to be talking about here on the People's Conversation. But my name is Kai. Alexa is here. We'll take a break. When we come back, for those of you who are listening, the cash giveaway is on. We are hoping to pay the next 2-3 different winners by the time we are done from our break. So keep it coming in to *255*1#. The more you play, the better your chances are. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll bring you Crime Stoppers Liberia, Win Liberia. Then we'll jump into the real issues of the day in the Republic.
There are crimes in many places, in every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't stop in crime and make it peace for them before. Crime stop for Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime stop, keeping us safe, let's stop in crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, old man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stop in crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stop in crime for all of us.
Okay, Crime Stoppers Liberia. At the end of the month, there will be a lot of prizes going up to those of you who are playing the cash giveaway. And for those of you playing today, some of you will be winning 5,000 on today's edition. So it is *255*1# is the code to play. When you're lucky, you're going to be winning 5,000 Liberian dollars on the platform. If they play, if the rate of players, increase right here, if we start to have enough increment in the number of players, obviously we're going to be paying as high as 10,000, and there could be a winner of 25,000 today. But at the end of the month, there will be 100,000, there will be 25,000, and there will be 5 winners who will be walking away with 10,000 each. So anytime you play in the month of September, remember you are not a loser until the month ends, because there is a possibility that you could win for yourself 10,000 Liberian dollars, 25,000 LD, or 100,000 as the grand prize for the back to school bonanza. Alexa, let's hear you quickly.
Okay. So I would like to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you. However, where you're joining us, would like to say welcome back again to Freedom Hub on 87.9 FM. We have a lot to talk about today. So basically, we'd like to say welcome. Also, Orange Liberia has a lot for you. as I always say on this platform. So Orange Liberia still has the back to school offer in store. So there are different locations. You have Congo Town, you have 16th Street, Icon 16th Building. You also have bypass to get different offers for the back to school. There are smartphones on sale, so go there, and there are discounts as well. Also, there's an exclusive offer on the Max 8 app. If you have the Max 8 app, go on the Max 8 app, and you're going to have a lot of different offers there. Make sure you benefit from that. Also, there's roaming data. I remember we talked about this, I think a month ago. Orange Liberia has offer for roaming data. If you're in Sierra Leone, if you're in Ghana, if you're in Nigeria, there's also an offer for you. Also, there's an ongoing fusion package that's star triple eight. Just that you're going to have different options and just choose from these different options you're going to have. Continue to use Orange Liberia because Orange Liberia is here for you, and Orange Liberia is here to stay for all of us.
Okay, so basically we are back, and remember, today is Tuesday, the 23rd of
Wow,
of September 2025 remains the year.
we're running.
Now, let me say this to our people and let it be very clear. They almost killed the people children. The report we have in our hand, the report we have in our possession at the moment is very terrible. Each of those children, in simple English, these are their files. You see, man? We had to print it. We printed all of these things out. I won't read it hand to hand so that it can appear from phone. Want to read it? Patient. Oh my God. This is no. I will try to get it.
Um,
That's patient.
you have
Tom. Go ahead.
Thomas Etheridge.
That's Thomas Etheridge. I mean, you're not
Yeah.
reading it now.
Okay.
That,
And
that
so this is one of the patients
good.
form.
One of the patients, Thomas Etheridge.
Wow.
This is another patient, patient John Yanti.
John Yancey.
This is patient, patient, patient Amos Kofa.
You have a lot of them.
Yeah, patient Amos Kofa. You have patient Jerry Poka, Jerry Poka.
Jeremy Tucker.
Patient Stephen M. Braw,
Even.
Stephen Braw. Patient, patient Kivi Bakaba, and patient Eric Susi. These are patients. These are suspects in the quote unquote capital arson case. The guys who the government of Liberia,
You have 7 individuals.
the guys who the government of Liberia will be relying on to provide evidence to show that the Capitol building was burned by them on the orders of the indicted representatives. Their lawyers argued, Alexa, that these young children who you're keeping in South Beach, you're depriving their family to see them, to the point where one of the boys' mother died. They could not allow that boy to leave South Beach on leave to go and attend his mother's funeral. That's what I'm told. I still to be corrected on it. To the point where a man died, they couldn't let him come outside to even attend the old man's funeral. But Alexa, you remember when they said somebody went and Burger Rock Gloria Scott's house?
Mm-hmm.
They took Gloria Scott from jail to go see her where the burger rides. She spent days outside before they carry her back to South Beach.
Imagine the irony.
But this man, this boy, mother passed up. They could not allow him go to attend the funeral.
And Gloria's Musu Saka was a murder.
So that
a
is
murder case.
that was a murder case.
Yes, it was.
You allow a murder suspect to leave. I mean, an arson, indictee. You couldn't allow him to leave to go attend a murder funeral, but you allow a murder suspect
to go out and just
to
see
go
some-
outside and see whether the Zogo then not borrows the window and which window the Zogo boss. But this is the Joe Bacchus Liberia and the level of injustice we keep saying in this country. But that is not the point. The point is the defense counsel, Alexa, told the court that, George, let the government tell us what they are depending on for which they say my clients are responsible for Capitol building being burned. Let them tell us. The government came out, the government said, oh, we got evidence. The beginner who we keep in South Beach, the beginner explains say that you're the one sending the bad gas to burn the place. The same kids they are talking about, the kids are on record for informing the whole world that they were being beaten. They were being tortured. And by the way, torturing, the art of torture, is a whole violation of international human rights law. It is against the Geneva Convention. You don't torture citizens. You don't torture anybody to take evidence from them. That is coercion, especially in the absence of their lawyer, their legal representation. It is wrong. By doing so, you violate the individual's personal rights, his fundamental rights. So the guys complained that they were being tortured. Why? The police, they were being tortured by the police and other state security actors believed to be members of the National Security Agency.
Across some workers, some maintenance people, the security, they all across. I thought the security, they start slapping me. He start hitting me. I mean, you thought it. Not when the front, start hitting me. He beat me for almost 5 minutes. Then he said, they'll be calling you, so where met. I said the problem here, all the men you see, so they're my co-workers. They might go for a maintenance in that place here. They might go for living in Seaport Bridge. The other guy you hear in the recording there, he living how they call it place here, who reward they can't my junction, I bring it. I can be over. So I come to job cover myself that he was bringing the men in low for the protest because we all bringing people for the protest. That how we got the compound that money, come and speak up again and the men got down the I didn't go for protest. You say you lie. Start beating me. Beat me. Then they brought another statement up. They say you are now with Jangako. So Jangako. It's there from CC Fire Kodo. If I say we get recording on you, you are calling Jangako. Say you Jangako and what you say Jerry Bawe should meet your enforcement place. From there, you're one of the invisible pack. I say, but the people that you call it, so I don't even know them. Jangako, you can't say I even know him by face. I don't hear his name. I even know him by face. And I'm not even a person who can go on CDC Fire Kodo to go out and call it. One low, the problem the guy who the has statement, the read the statement. I say if you bring the middleman say you know me, then you'll win the case. You say, okay, that's the problem. Tell them so that from 11 to 3 o'clock, and they now beat me the body came in now. In fact, the first minute they say they came down to the basement where they get on the ground place there. They will so the mask me if I'm scared what they want, they will so the mask me. I say people anything you want to do with me now, but the first thing I want to where I am. I wonder where I am. You say into that house water, that snake inside there. If you're not scared, what we want on there? We'll carry the snake and water. The snake will fuck with you. We'll fuck with it on there. I just became left in there. I said, people, I don't do nothing. I just came by us. What they came in? They brought us statement. I said the person about if you see the person, I call the person here now. As you pay me calling from my phone. Pay the person be calling. Let me listen to the person for the person myself talk. You say, oh, that way you smart and you are smart and they start beating me. They beat me one low. The director will see on call. And he will see on call and when they park him. He say, we'll get a man. He say, yeah, we'll get a man. And when I hear, he say, don't worry, director. The man will get something. We'll get something from him. We'll make him get something. We'll give him something that we carry. The other way I broke down. I said, anything I do, the man will tell how to get something out of me today. Even if I say, they will say, I say it. All handle it. Do it. Beat me. I fainted, so I fell down. They were almost 3 years. They left me. They say, oh, man, you're putting me inside of the sleep. I was eating cup. I want to allow the flow. Put my hair on the rest there. They broke. They kept me, they broke. They were going to keep. Go ahead, man. They were going to kick me. Septemer, you think you compose so yeah, get up, man. They took me to me, you come from the chair. I was saying that there. One guy called no place or what the key with different information again. They say, oh, you say you can lie. Yeah, well, you say you can lie. You get different information on you again. I know information again. The high even sushi now from the yard there. Now when they carry even sushi down there, they beat even sushi, they tie he said they stretch a leg and so or they say that's not a pity. So when they finish beating you now, then they will be telling you what to say. So as they tell you, you shouting, you yelling, and you yelling, then they be calling, yes, yeah, let me say it, yeah, I do it one. But they didn't know sushi myself, and the thing that the point they did, after that didn't happen, they put sushi myself in a same room for the sleep. So when they call Iwe Sushi, I say, yeah, no Iwe Sushi. Now they brought Iwe Sushi. When they brought Iwe Sushi, he came in Saran Sami. He came in Saran Sami. Then he asked the man, he said, you know the man? I said, yeah, I know the man. He said, Tom, you know the man? I said, yeah, I know the man. I said, my picking. I said, the man, I brought the man here to tout le monde force on peut dire les sommes de période il va se comment il est bon de il veut se bâtir ou autre respect à cette qui fait le temps so that they start reading the Iwe Susi. Say Iwe. And I used to say that one year on December 17th at about 9 o'clock, somebody come call me Iwe say chief. I beg you, with all due respect, you beat me landed, you made your own statement. I never told your tongue myself about gas. I just say I must say about gas. I never say about gas. Your beat.
Are you hearing it, Alexa? This is what the guys were explaining. That they were tortured, they were beaten, demoralized, and everything, and made to lie. They said the lie said I didn't want ball gas. You hearing the guy? You hearing him? Let me play the one for the people to listen to for the second time. Let me play the piece. Just for them to listen to for the second time.
I never told your tongue myself about gas. I just say I must say about gas. I never say about gas. You beat me for 3 days here. You say you're the man, I'm the mayor. And you say, but all men will get in here. So the man here now, everything you say here, I did not say it. I never said it. So I say, but Chief, you see what I'm telling you? I say, anybody you bring here, they don't know me. I say, what I told you about the protest day that I brought in many. Any other thing behind that protest statement there. I got nothing along with that fire issue.
Okay. Oh. So I think we've been able to play this thing for a couple of times. We just thought to play it so that you have a history of where the case is at the moment. Now, in Alexa's hand is the medical report of Tom Etheridge, the man who was just explaining. That's the medical report. Now, of all of the medical terminology and the examination the words used, there is a place here called overall assessment of consistency per Istanbul Protocol. Alexa will read it.
So, am I just going to? Okay.
I mean, just read on the overall stuff.
Okay, so first one is not consistent, and this one is not checked because you have different boxes.
So they got different category.
Yeah.
So not consistent means the examination what they did on Tom Etheridge
is contrary from
what he said that he was being what? Tortured. So the overall assessment of Tom Etheridge, the guy who voice we just playing you, under not consistent, they didn't mark it. It is not checked.
Number 2, you have consistent with the allegation, but could also be caused by other conditions.
Okay, so that one means
maybe you already had other
maybe he fall down somewhere
medical issues.
He fall down somewhere, he had to get problem, or he get problem, and he can't lie.
Exactly what happened.
You can't allow to say that torturing. So another one, they didn't check it because according to them, their medical examination did not give them the opinion that maybe he got an injury from something else. Now go to the next one.
Number 3. Highly consistent with the allegation of torture.
Okay.
This one is checked.
They check the one where say highly consistent
with allegation of torture. So they're simply saying what he said is factual.
So they make him here and say he was tortured. When we finish examining him, we got clear indication that as he explained what was done to him, all the things what he said they did to him, whether they kick a heel, whether they were kicking inside a trouser, whether they were kicking a navel, whether they were punching in a nose, all the things what he said they did to him. After our examination, it is highly consistent with the allegation of torture. Then number four,
diagnostics of torture.
Diagnosis of torture is not checked. That's Tom Etheridge. The whole medical report is there. The court will do the rest of it.
And there's a line here. They're saying
Uh-huh.
the irregular cardiac rhythm, history of blunt trauma, and
Uh-huh.
ongoing psychological manifestations are
Mhm.
highly consistent
With the patient's allegation of
sustained
so-
torture and ill treatment.
So you listening to it?
So this is like a supporting statement to exactly what they're saying, highly consistent with the allegation of torture.
So the irregular cardiac rhythm, meaning he had not beaten good.
It is not normal.
The man had not beaten good. He had not normal. That Tom Etheridge. He hadn't beaten good. He not normal. And what else? The history of blunt trauma. The man is traumatized.
And psychologically.
No. Let's say, wait. You put somebody in a room, you beat the hell out of the person, you show the person an empty room and say, you look at you looking at an empty room when you want to see your family, when you want to see your wife and children again. The thing will tell you to say, you must last said I will come out and buy gas for you to go burn the building. And you not say when you enter that room, you'll not see your wife and children. Nobody said that to you, and you come out in your own right frame of mind. When the doctors checked him, the doctors were able to confirm that indeed he is suffering from trauma.
And they have
ongoing psychological manifestation. That boy will get crazy.
Oh yeah.
He could get crazy. He
is unstable to some extent.
He could become mentally unstable.
A lot is happening in his head.
A lot.
Psychologically.
And it said they are highly consistent with the patient's allegation of sustained torture and ill treatment.
So it means you
beat the man,
torture him,
a torturing republic. A police, a security force, a security sector that is supposed to be law-abiding has turned into a torturing institution. Oh, you want false evidence? You want false evidence? You want to know when the building? Why you didn't ask those who removed the chairs? What they saw in a dream for which they removed the chairs? What did they see in their dream when they went to sleep that night? To say, oh, let's move the chair from the building.
Did anyone see a vision?
Did Angel Gabriel appear to any of them? Jean Colette and the other people? Did Angel Gabriel appear to them and say, behold, I be the Son of God, remove these chairs? The building? Did any of those things happen? Let them go find who burned the building. You subject people, children, to inhumane treatment. Look at the kind of report. These children could get crazy from the kind of beating. And trust me, man, when they take you to NSA cell, and joke. Security people torturing you, it's not fun. There are too many things that these children may not have explained. There are too many things they may not have explained. Now let's go to Amos Kofa. Let's go to Amos Kofa. You see Amos Kofa let the whole medical report here showing how the man's whole body was bruised up. We're going to read what Amos Kofa's report is saying. This is how terrible it is. Like I said, we got all the reports here in our possession. All the reports in our possession. Everything. So under what it called?
You have history.
Yeah, the history. Yeah, let's torture. So these are all of the things that they did. So Tomokova said he was handcuffed and suspended from a being. I mean, they pull you on handcuff, then they handcuff you, then you hanking. Your feet touching ground. You hanking on the banister or some kind of pillow. You know, then you got he sustained arterial chest wall and lower back injury when shoved in the immigration office, falling on a bench. At Central Police Station, he was flogged with an electric wire on the posterior lateral aspect of his left thigh. He was subjected to generalized physical assault, including beatings over multiple body regions. He denied sexual assault or sodomy.
Yeah.
So timeline of events, alleged incident, blah, blah, blah. Current complaint, numbness and pain in both hands and wrists, chest pain, headache, intermittent numbness and pain inside of injury on the left thigh. General examination. The general examination is there. They did all of the other stuff, physical examination, skin and soft tissues, findings. So under the findings, finding number 1, bilateral wrist carrying consistent with prior handcuff injuries. So the medical findings,
So that confirms.
it confirmed that he bilateral wrist, the wrist, they play what they can put a handcuff. It shows that it was handcuff, and the handcuff almost touched the man, boom. So to the extent that it created severe injury to a hand. Let's go to the next finding. The next finding has to do with, what is this one?
Hypopigmented.
Yeah, hypopigmented lesions over the left,
Lateral thigh.
over the left side, consistent with prior whipping injuries, meaning they flogged the man on his thigh. It must go far. And after the examination, it was clear that he had bruises to indicate that he was flogged. Interpretation. The continuous findings are consistent with the patient's account of handcuff suspension and whipping. In photo 1, in the first photo, bilateral wrist scarring, consistent with handcuff-induced injury. So, you know, the guys on the call when they put a handcuff to number 1. So they cuffed the man to the extent, and all of these things were intended to make him lie on himself.
Like you're in pain.
So I mean, once they put a handcuff to number 1 and tell you, say, my man, you see how that thing hurting you? My man, don't ask to pay. Just say that you don't want to do it.
And if your tolerance for pain is not as high as other
So
people,
if you're not brave enough to bear that pain, you don't. I mean, the handcuff can squeeze your hand to the extent where you would think that your hand can be caught. So some people under that condition, they can even lie and say they don't want to kill Jesus Christ. Some people, they can even lie that they don't want poison Joseph drinking rubber only because they want that handcuff to be removed. And you get a chance, they will tell you they don't want to kill Totmo. Today, you grab some young people, you put them on that kind of handcuff and tell them, say, you got to say what when you say. They will even add that they don't want to kill Tobo and Totmo. That's the widest thing torturing can do to people. And so when they make all of these statements behind the scene, under duress, under coercion and torturing, when they came out and said, look, we made some statements in those rooms, but those are not what we actually did. We made a statement out of pressure. They beat us. The government lawyer said a lie. We didn't beat them.
That was denied.
That's how the judge said, but then let's carry the children to the hospital and examine them to see whether for true they beat them. That the hospital report there. The second report we are reading now, the report is also aligning that the conditions they examine are conditions that are consistent with their allegation of torture. Let's go read Emokofa something. Photo number 1, bilateral wrist carrying consistent with handcuff-induced injury. Number 2, hypopigmented lesions over left posterior lateral thigh, consistent. So they meant thigh. I mean, these are black and white images, but the original images will go to the court. You will see how injured the man thigh is. Now let's go to the next one. Photo number 3, close view of bilateral wrist scars showing irregular hued tissue. So the handcuff, when they put the handcuff there first, it created sore. But over time, because they spent over 9 months in NJ, obviously the sore will heal. So the third photo is showing the sore that the sore mark. They mark the sore left there when they put the handcuff on him. Look, let's have normally and they put handcuff on for go find this is what they hand to carry in the sub-beach. You know, no sore on their hand, right? You know why? Because they place the handcuff there so that they cannot run away. But when you thank you. When you administer the handcuff in a way that is supposed to torture the suspect,
it's going to be very crazy.
That's how they did to the guy. The particular guy. That's how they did to him. They place the handcuff on number 1. Beyond number 1, they squeeze it to the extent when they put the handcuff on number 1, the handcuff can be on the flesh. So it can pop by the flesh and on the bone. That on your bone it can be sitting. So if that handcuff on the bone and the tell you say that you can't do that in Robert, so we're free. What will you do?
Even when I was not born,
what will you do?
I'm going to say I did that.
That handcuff sitting on your bone and the tell you the handcuff been sitting on your bone for almost 2-3 hours. Oh my man, you crying on that? You say what they call? Just say you have the recorder here. Just say you don't want to Joseph chicken rubber. We'll move it. And let's say at that kind of hour,
you're gonna do
it. You are in serious pain. You are in serious pain. The next thing you want to do at that moment is to give up. It's to say, look, yeah, I don't care to say robber because you want to be free, for that moment, hoping that there will be another day where you will relax and come back to defend yourself. Especially when you never had your lawyer there, you never had anybody, and you are under extreme pain, intense pain. Let's go back to the next one. What is it? I mean, these are medical words, so I ain't going to wrestle with them too many times. Head and neck external inspection normal. Strokes and abdomen, no abnormality. Abnormality detected. Then you got musculoskeletal system, wrist joints tender, but structurally intact. Shoulders joints normal. Okay, so genital anal examination not performed. Blah blah blah. Yeah, neurological examination oriented to present a place and time. Normal gait and this blah blah blah. Okay, so let go to the summary. Let's go to the summary. Medical opinion. The physical findings of bilateral wrist carrying are highly consistent with the patient's account of suspension while handcuffed. No, they put handcuff on the man, then they hang him up. When they handcuff you and your feet not touching the ground, Alexa, you are hanging on iron. In that kind of position, you will even tell the people say that you kill Gaddafi in Libya.
Even when you did not know him.
Even when you are not even going outside Liberia. Under that condition, you tell people say you the one kill Patrick Lumumba. Thomas Sankara, you will even tell people say you killed them. Because you want to be free at that moment. You are hanging on number one, handcuff. Number one, and you are hanging. You are suspended. When they say, handcuff suspended, it means you are hanging. You are hanging, bro. Yes, the handcuff on you. They put the apparently some gonna chain around, some gonna how you call the thing, banister. So they will put the handcuff on you and they pass the handcuff through the banister, then you hanging. That's torturing. It is demonic.
Just imagine.
It is terrible.
Like, how are you going to cope with that?
It is terrible. That's the first opinion. Then the hyperpigmented lesions on the left thigh is consistent with the described history of flogging with an electric wire. That the medical report, this is an international hospital. The Americans can go there. The British can go there. All of our foreign partners can go there. The hospital Royal Boston Foreign Affairs. You seen it? The psychological manifestations are consistent with acute stress reaction and possible PTSD.
Post-traumatic stress disorder.
Because you handcuff somebody on the boom. You look at the man and tell him, say, my man, we got 3 fat men in that place. You now want to tell the thing why when you tell the men, they will come here and they will roast you.
Oh my God.
They will do gay things to you. And you not taught you.
You're going to be sodomized.
But you are in a room where you can see nobody, Alexa. You're in a community where you don't know where you are. You only see people with guns, people with wire, people with pepper spray, people got barbed weapons. They got one room where I know that all better go to put in the room, they better go die. They open the room smelling. And they tell you, say, one of your men, I didn't stop on that. He okay. He don't want inside. He inside there. So you smelling all kind of thing there. All the kind of conditions happening to you. The next thing you want to do is say, "Oh, that make it right. I don't want to do it."
Because you want to be free.
Because you want to be free. They take you to one room that's smelling. One that go to put out a real human being die there. You don't know. But the day you say you are funny tomorrow, you could end up like this. You don't want to end up like that. So if it mean lying, say you killed Joseph King Robert, you will say it. Now the guy said, "Look, we said some things in those rooms that they carry also. Yes, we said some things. But you know why? We didn't say those things because we actually did what we said. We said those things because we were being beaten. We were being tortured. We were being treated from an inhuman perspective. So we made those statements under duress, under our laws. You don't take evidence from the quote unquote suspects and whatever the case is in the absence of their lawyers. And without those individuals being honest. That's why those who are levying the accusation should have their evidence. When you get evidence, you keep it. You say, "My man, I know that you burn a place over. Please can't tell me that you burn it or not." The man say, "You're not me burn it." Then you go to court and you find your evidence. Maybe you got video.
Of course.
Maybe you got other things to prove. But the only thing you got to prove, say the minute that them when they play, that the thing what you made them to tell you
and they're
when you were flocking them.
and they got back out, they automatically explained that the things that are said in that recording, we said those things under duress.
Under duress.
We were forced.
Under duress.
Tortured.
Now, when
so I don't know how it makes sense though.
Yeah.
And is there a part in our laws that will say, how do I say, does the court accept these pieces of evidence that are made under duress? Are they?
No, I'm not too sure.
Because I want to understand that first.
No, I'm not too sure.
Because it is not possible.
I'm not too sure. And that is the reason why we are calling on the judge to dismiss this whole evidence. Free the people children from jail and let them come outside. Let Gregor come and go find those who bring Capitol building. It was his men who were on duty that night. When Greg was assigning those men to protect Capitol building that night, what was the TOR? To call their girlfriend there under the tree and be doing hide and seek?
But did they ever protect?
No, Alexa. Why was the TOR Gregor Como gave him men to protect Capitol building that night? Because the day of the protest, that building was overly protected by the police and the joint security. Right? They consider the entire Capitol building a dragnet. In a security term, that only few security people know what I'm saying. They consider it a whole dragnet, the whole Capitol Hill, down to Boozy Quarter, all the places they consider it a dragnet. Meaning they were monitoring any suspicious action going on. They were playing close people in the operation. The whole joint security network was focused on up that hill. Because it was the day of the protest, the day after protest, of course, in terms of protest, the joint security can be on top of the game.
Yeah, you're always there.
So the guys assigned to the Capitol building, what was the TOR? To be on their telephone, on WhatsApp, talking to their girlfriend at home, or to go find Opo Jordan and carry them to Capitol building under the tree and be doing that PD job. What was the role? Because you cannot have state security people in charge of a building, and that same building, you allege that people went there and burned it, and you did not even suspect, you did not even catch one person on the scene. So what were they protecting? Don't put him in it. Because Alexa, if I'm supposed to protect the building, how will we do the deployment? Every single entry to the facility will be mounted. I'm talking about the whole fence. Beyond the fence, every single entry to the building, Capitol building, whether you passing to the Tottenham Statue South, whether you passing to the full side entry, whether you passing through the new annex, every single major route going to that place will be having 2-3 men deployed well armed. Beyond that, you will have your team of 4-5. Maybe it's a set of 6, 3 men, 6, 3 and 6 are 18. They'll just be parading in the yard 24/7. So under no condition you will not be able to catch somebody who did what.
So I think the essence of that was to just be able to track any
intruder.
Exactly.
Any intruder.
That were not to happen.
So Greg, you go find free those people cheering because you got no case on them.
Can you call your guys who were there at the Capitol?
Call them and ask them where were you?
Because I'm not sure they were even part of this entire investigation.
If they were there, they were doing one more business under the trees. If they were there, they were smoking. If they were there, they were drinking profusely. And the negligence should be on their part. They were in charge. If they cannot find those who burn the building, let them take the people cheering from prison. These people cheering come and die. Read the recommendation, Alexa. Read the recommendation, yeah.
Okay, so recommendations.
This is on Amos Kofa. Read it.
They're saying medical care, anesthesia, and anti-inflammatory medications for musculoskeletal pain will care for residential. Wow.
You see it?
Psychological support, referral to a trained mental health professional for PT.
Trained mental health professional.
So you need someone,
but
maybe a psychiatrist.
You still keeping them to South Beach. You still keeping them in South Beach when you know 100% that they were not the ones who burned the place.
They also have
You made them lie on themselves. You made them to self-incriminate. You made them to say things that they did not do, things that they have no record on. Only because you put handcuff on somebody's child and suspended them. I want somebody policemen and somebody to tell their cheering, hang on them, put them on handcuff and hang them on the pole. And as the child say, you who cares Joseph chicken robber? And let's see what that child will say. I mean, this is devilish, demonic to the letter.
There's also one of the recommendations.
How will you feel when you do this to your children? What are other recommendations?
Specialist assessment, neurology consultation to evaluate persistent wrist numbness and possible nerve compression.
That Kofa?
You also need this.
It must Kofa. That's why he's going through. That's why he's going through. Do you take evidence from people by flocking them, by torturing them? That's not how you do it.
And they're also recommending a forensic consideration to secure preservation of photographs and report of potential judicial use. So you got to present all these things to just,
examiner's declaration. I, Dr. Philip Zokonis from Ireland,
affirm that this medical legal report has been prepared in accordance with the Istanbul Protocol standards based on the clinical examination,
patient's history, and available evidence.
It represents
my independent and objective professional opinion. Yeah, Dr. Philip Zokonis, Ireland. Dr. Ireland is one of the best doctors we have in this country, right?
Yes. Let me see if we have recommendation here for
Tom Etheridge.
Yeah. So they also have recommendations.
Yeah, recommendation. What is that?
They have medical care, a cardiology review for irregular heart rate, pain management. So he needs to see,
because the guy was one of the guys who they flogged severely, they beat him severely. Show him empty room and say people not die in that room before. If you are putting, you will die. If you not want to see your family, that's what happened to you. People develop high blood pressure by hearing those kind of terrible, tragic things.
They're also talking about psychological support. The same thing with Kofa.
Let's go for another person's story.
Yeah.
Let's go for another person's report.
This is really crazy.
Let's go for another person report.
Judicial human rights.
Oh yeah. Let.
Because we have 7 of them. This one is Eric.
This is John Yanti.
Yeah.
On the John Yanti, it say highly consistent with the allegation of torture. The same thing.
So I don't even know what.
After they carry the ball, after they carry John Yanti to the hotel, after they took John Yanti to the hotel,
John Yanti was the one at Lifestyle.
So the
luxury, right?
Yeah. Okay. So when they're talking to the hotel and everything could not materialize, they could not get him to be induced financially.
They're going to deal with
they
you.
Say, well, then we'll deal with you. And in the process, they also torture him. You took the man to a hotel.
Who all engaged you? Back Amla, 106, 103, 1 ambassador, I just forget what you need. Yeah, but almost 10 different government officials every day coming to my hotel. So where were you? Which last time, also hotel. What's my recipient? What they allowed last time now? So my recipient there, and me on it.
And since when you been in the country, the sex? Because they said they had investigation. You need accusing Sibo of the one helping for you to escape.
It's a blatant lie. It's a lie coming from the belly of the devil. You get evidence, you're getting 200,000 now. You know the year I see there today.
Who all engaged you?
Back Amla, 106, 103. 1 other ambassador, I just forget what you need. Yeah, but almost 10 different government officials.
Okay, almost 10 different government officials. Let's go find Ira Suze. Ira Suze fire. Let's find Ira Suze fire. Yeah, let's go look for Ira Suze fire. What did it say?
It has patient information. It has general examination, physical examination. It has shoulder.
Yeah, shoulder deformity, visible on frontal chest view. Shoulder deformity. They get it boiling, Doffa Tabe. They did all kind of terrible things to them. So the shoulder is getting deformed.
So it's like this.
Oh yeah, people tie you behind. They go. I mean, apparently somebody kick your shoulder. You on the ground, people kicking you. Alexa, they could kick your shoulder. It could get disconnected. Yeah. You see it? You see it? Photo 1, shoulder deformity visible on frontal chest view. These people dying slowly in prison because the government is trying to make a case that they burn building, that they themselves know who burned the building. No, sometimes
you guys are in international forensic team to investigate.
Why are they not publishing?
So-
Why are they not publishing the foreign? I mean, the foreign fire investigator report. Somebody can say he need to go to court. Somebody can say we need to call our strong country doctors from across the country. Let them do such a woo. Let them come here. Everybody must come and do such a woo. No, unless I'm being serious.
So we need the
So,
approval
look,
from the Ministry of Internal Affairs.
Forget Ministry of Internal Affairs. Let's go Mali and go bring people. We shouldn't use Liberian country doctors. Go bring traditional people from different countries. Benin, Mali, Togo. Let them do such a woo in the country. Somebody cut things can delay some stuff. Do such a woo. These people, when you do such a woo, they will take that case from the court because they know who bring the place. They know. You keep people cheering. You won't kill them. You won't kill the cheering.
So God forbid, what happens if these men?
These medical reports are out. Mind you, the doctors are recommending that these people be subjected to immediate treatment. They are still keeping them up to now. They are unable to bail the people out.
Do you want them to die?
You want them to die? So that it be like, oh, those who we had the evidence for, they die. And so because they die, so by default, why?
The case is
What are
going
you What are you trying to achieve?
This doesn't make sense.
What are you trying to achieve from the day of the indictment to the whole going to court, the whole trial process? This thing has been associated with partiality. Where is the female representative?
No, she cannot.
Priscilla Kofa, where is she? She was part of those who were indicted. Why is she not part of it?
Same there when Kofa and the other guys.
Why is she not being investigated? Why is she not in the court?
So this is unfair.
Where are the lawmakers who took the 2 chairs from the Capitol building, from the joint chamber? Who told them that the building would have gotten on fire the next day for which they took the chairs out? Who told them?
For me, I'm concerned about the guys who were there providing, some security for the entire Capitol.
Oh, yes.
Because they should have been the first point of questioning, they should have been involved with this entire investigation.
Secondly,
call them
for crime to be committed.
There should be an intent.
There
should be an intent.
My legal expert bossman told me there should be an intent.
And an opportunity should arise to give people.
There should be an opportunity.
Exactly. To commit what they want to
So
commit.
the criminal should have an intent. If that intent is gathered, I mean, I'm speaking from a veteran law enforcement officer. Omen Sensayo told us clearly, Alessa and I were in one conversation and said, for a crime to be committed, there must be an intent. Alessa and KOK must say that and say, we want steal all the microphone to steal Freedom Radio.
And we have to claim property.
That's the intent.
Yeah.
For that intent to translate into the commission of the crime, there must be an opportunity. What is the opportunity? All the security here will go look for women.
Or they go drink tea.
Or they go drink tea, or they go smoke. They abandon the whole building.
We already have.
When the building is abandoned, maybe we across the road will see the first security go, the second security go, then all our covert security, then all of them go.
We're keeping watch.
Oh, so we look at building when I will say, oh, but all the men 10 security, then we're in that building to go.
We can make it now.
And let's stand to the door. Let me go up.
See?
It will go, bring it, will come down. There is an opportunity provided because nobody is here.
Nobody is giving watch.
Nobody is giving watch. So we saw the opportunity and we went for it. We got it. There must be malice. What is the malice? The malice is we want to steal the microphone from Freedom Radio Library and go use it for our own self.
What I want to say,
what I want to throw away. But the fact that we want to injure Freedom Radio, we got malice against the station. You don't commit crime against anybody without having malice.
No.
That malice is what will trigger your intent to commit whatever crime. And so the police were responsible to ensure that the opportunity was never provided.
So how?
So how come you have blue men and women in their total suit, their bullets, their guns, their tear gas, their everything on Capitol building, and somebody go burn the place?
And we have
shamefully,
we have not seen a part in the report that actually some of the police officers made any statement. Nobody made any statement.
What are the accounts?
Hear from them if they saw someone go into the building.
A quote-unquote American trained police director cannot tell us why a police people told him. You are some people who are doing woman bending all Capitol Hill, desecrating the ground, because I wonder woman bending you'll be doing in there, and you're not protect the building you are sent to protect.
You can drink liquor too.
I mean, everything involved. Everything involved. They were playing cards. They were smoking. They were drinking weed and all. What were they doing for which they sat off that place and the place got. But here is the thing about it. Why are we even validating this whole point that maybe this might have been arson? Why are we ruling out electrical fault? a day.
And
I mean,
and I will go back to the first incident.
Days to the fire. Days to the fire. We have one of the panel boxes.
The first incident that happened.
One of the panel boxes in the building.
They talked about electrical fault. And something happened the second time. Someone talked about the rain, the water and all that.
And that's how.
So
days to the building, being burned. We saw how you call this thing. One of the panel boxes in the old building.
We have to find.
They were on fire.
Find those videos again.
We got it.
Yeah,
One of the boxes.
Somewhere.
One of the boxes went on fire. Fire service when they called it off. The guy went inside showing the other panel boxes. Oh, they want the fire keep on the panel box.
And the fire, because my first concern I had was did fire service actually do any investigation when it comes to the fire thing?
So they just put it off. They put it off and they said, well, man, when the current come out, you're going to connect and you'll start working again.
Yeah, that's crazy, yo.
That was a terrible mistake that they made.
The second time it happened.
That was a terrible mistake they made. The second time the joint chamber got burned.
Second time.
The first time it happened, it was in the day, around 4 to 5 o'clock in the evening. So there were people in the yard who suspected it sooner, and they blew the alarm, and that's how rescue came. The joint chamber started burning midnight. I mean, when we woke up in the morning, everybody started checking on the phone. They started seeing the notification online.
Yeah, Capitol building on fire.
Capitol building on fire. So it happened at night. Yeah. Are we ruling out electrical fault?
So you had two different occurrences.
Three.
Before
after the burnings, after the joint chamber got burned, right? There was another fire situation in the same Capitol building.
That was the one they talked about. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, and that's how I follow the team. Yeah. Everybody on the live know.
And all the different.
And that fire was also caused by the same electrical situation. So why are they escaping the possibility of this thing being electrical fault?
So there were a series of happenings, and everything was just about fire.
Two of those issues were tied to electrical fault.
So did you guys check out as to whether some of the wires
were there electrical assessment done?
Did you change the panel box?
Were there electrical assessment done to know the first electrical damage?
If it was a shock?
Was it a shock?
Or what?
Did you calculate to know whether that shock also contributed towards external complication? I don't want to run into the details.
Did you replace some of the wires that got burned?
We are not going to be concerned about those particular details.
That's the petty part.
But since you're coming from the angle of this thing being an arson attack, then you got to provide us sufficient justification as to why James Collier, Representative James Collier, and the other lawmaker who removed the two chairs, tell us why they are not individuals of interest.
They're spiritual people, so the salvation at the time.
Oh, I took all the microphone on the radio station. And the manager, they take all the computer there. I take all the thing there. I put it in my car. Somewhere. I carry it. Then God forbid.
So
something happened here.
It seems like LMP is even.
The first question the policeman asked me was, what did you say happened to the radio station yesterday? So, the manager just collected all the microphone and carry it.
Why?
He carry it before they could start removing all the things.
Automatically, you're a suspect.
I'm a suspect. Even if I did that in good faith, I'm a suspect.
You have to answer.
I got to provide reason why I removed the microphone before they place 10 to 4 fee.
You need to give us your alibi.
That should be a reason.
Of course.
You left those lawmakers and you only went for particular lawmakers who believe in a particular political ideology because President Baga went to the fire scene the next day and said hooligan. So Greg will come and passing around looking for hooligan. So if a man putting somebody on hankering the person, beating them, torturing them, dislocating their joints, increasing the torturing and putting pains in them, he will do so to find the hooligan that his bossman talk about. This is jungle justice.
And you had some of the
this is wrong.
Crying.
This is wrong. This is wrong. I'm happy that a couple of days ago we told the hospital to remain very, very professional, right? They stood their ground. They reported exactly what was happening. Do you know that it has been reported that authorities from the National Police and other folks from the Ministry of Justice attempted to sway these medical people to report things in their favor, to say, oh no, there were no thing, no stuff, no this happening. The man whole him is bruised. They handcuff Mark there. Then you tell the medical people to tell them the court said no, nobody handcuff him. Why are you afraid of this medical report to come out? Because you torture these people and you obtain illegal evidence from them. Baseless, not factual. The same guys came outside and they said we were being beaten, we were being tortured. The kind of beating to get a butchering, who will receive that beating and will still stand by themselves?
Normally,
if
they're giving you a few strokes of the cane,
Huh?
You're already scared as a child.
Who want to do that?
And
Who?
imagine they're using electrical wire
Look, I don't want to be too religious.
to whip you.
I don't want to be too religious.
Do you know exactly the pain you're going
And
to
I said,
feel?
I don't want to be too religious. But
Why?
here is the thing. Even our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, when he was told that, I mean, you know, his mission on the earth was to die for humanity, right?
Yeah, he passed.
Yeah, he passed in to die. Even though he knew God saying to die, but when he was in the garden on the mountain praying, when he saw the people started gathering, ganging up against him to kill him, what did he do? He went on the hill to pray. He said he wished that cup could pass over him. Although he knew that was the reason why he came, but he got afraid for his life that he did not even want to go through it. Then he said, if it is your will, let it be done. If it is your will, even Jesus Christ of Nazareth, who knew that he came purposely to die for mankind, and that it will happen to him, still, when it reached to the point where he started to see the whips,
he was scared.
the latches, the weapons they were preparing to conquer him. When he saw it, he said, hey, Papa, I wish that thing could power on me. But if it is your will, let it be done. What about John Suse? Ire Suse?
He's not.
What about John Yanti? What about Ire Suse? What about Tom Etheridge? You look at the man, you show him one old room, the room smelling, you tell him and say, that oh, there by the send down there. You ask people who carry you inside. The thing when you talk it. And you not talk the thing when you talk. Look, I don't know the judge. I don't know who's presiding over the case. I don't want to know him. But I think that person is a sound individual. I think that person got a profession to keep. I think that person got the laws of our country to uphold. Honorable Judge, there is no if and but about this thing. The defense counsel argued that their clients were being tortured, beaten, treated terribly, and that statements made under those conditions should be trashed. The prosecution team argued that those things did not happen, and that's how you, the judge, through your wisdom, thought to subject the witnesses to a medical examination. This examination process has been able to validate assertions made by the defense counsel. The medical reports are correlating with the accusations and allegations of torture. The best thing any lawyer anywhere on the face of the earth, a lawyer who has not been politically threatened, politically manipulated, anything what a lawyer would do is to throw that whole stuff out.
But can that be
Those people cheering. No, it is not admissible in court anyway. It is not admissible. I think the sticker issue was to verify whether for true they were tortured. And to do that verification was to subject the guys to a medical examination, and that was done. The reports are here. The reports are indicative of people being tortured. So I don't think why it should be a difficult thing for the judge to dismiss it. Free the people cheering. Close the case. Because for a case to be proven, for guilt to be established, that process should be done in accordance with due process. Due process doesn't call for torturing. Due process calls for your lawyer to be present as a suspect to make a case, to make a statement. In accordance with due process. And without an iota of doubt. That's what the law says, beyond all reasonable doubt. If as you go to jail for whatever you are levying against me, your evidence brought forth against me should be evidence that will convince me, you, the juror, the court, the entire republic, beyond all reasonable that I should not think to say, maybe that's true, maybe that's not true.
You don't need any doubt.
You don't need any doubt.
You have to clear every doubt.
And so since these prosecutors are appearing to be individuals who are, how you call this thing, who are political about the issue, the judge should throw this case out. Look, just stop wasting Larimpo time. Let Gregor come and go find the real people. He will bring them to you to prosecute them, George.
Since October of last year, and we're in September.
So
obviously, next month, it will be a year since we've been talking about this case. And nothing has changed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You keep saying you have pieces of evidence. to substantiate your claim.
And you kept John Yanti all the way to
You have
to the
continuously
hotel.
said this. The country has waited because everybody is really concerned. I know some people have even forgotten about this entire Capitol building thing.
Mm-hmm.
Liberians were eager
Mm-hmm.
to know exactly who burned Capitol. If we have someone who
The
did
judge should close this case and let Gregor Como go find the people who burned the Capitol building.
Simple. We cannot be running in circles. It doesn't make sense. You don't have you claimed to have pieces of evidence. We're yet to see, because what you've presented, and just looking at these medical reports from this hospital, the medical examinations, the recommendations and assessments, it is clear that you're still trying to fish for evidence that you did not previously have.
Mm-hmm.
But then you told Liberians you have your evidence intact.
Mm-hmm.
So if you cannot prove to us beyond all reasonable doubts that these guys actually committed the act, these guys committed the crime, these guys burned Capitol building,
Mm-hmm.
we have to move forward.
Look at all the report.
We know it doesn't take just one day.
Look at all the
But
report.
we've been on this since I don't know how many months now.
Dismiss this case.
We've been on this since. So if Greg couldn't involve
the judge,
his police officers who were providing security for Capitol,
forget the police.
And the quote unquote majority bloc,
they are using these guys.
Not even one of them.
You're using these guys as your primary witnesses.
It doesn't make sense.
You're using these guys who are victims of torture as your primary witnesses. Now that the medical report is out to validate that you tortured them, look, the judge got no other option but to trash the case.
What are you going?
I mean, let's say there is no case yet.
Where are you going? No, this is Boakas, Liberia.
No, so and that's why the judge
said there's no case.
Like the medical people were able to set themselves, apart in terms of being legally prudent, right? By reporting exactly what the medical reports are. We're asking the judge to do the same. We're asking the judge to do the same. You saw what the Supreme Court did? The Supreme Court was clear. The Supreme Court said, Joe Baca, if you want to go and bastardize the laws of our country, go do it. But as far as we are concerned, the legitimate speaker of this country is Fonatikova.
And what happens after that?
So Joe Baca went and violated the law. In this case, the judge have a particular role to play. That the medical reports are validating the allegation of torture. He has all moral legal authority to dismiss and ensure that the recommendations made by the hospital to have these guys go for treatment be done.
Because at about this point, these guys should be undergoing treatment.
Thank you. So after the judge should have made that ruling, if the government still want to keep a butcher in jail, then it is now proving that the country is now a country of law. The country is a country of tyranny. And I mean, in a tyrannical regime, you know what will happen now. When you have a regime that is tyrannical, other citizens will decide to take other radical stands. But until the law can fail, we don't have an option. The option we have here is for the judge to do what is honorable. The honorable thing to do as a legal practitioner, a legal personnel in this country, is to go in line with your legal upbringing. The prosecution challenged that these guys were not tortured. In fact, that's why they agreed for the guys to even for the guys to be taken from Saw Beach, Alexa, to the hospital for checkup. Now that the hospital report is out and validating the allegations of torture being committed on over 6 of the human beings, the judge has no other escape route. I will be disappointed in the legal system of our country. And I'm saying this. I will be disappointed in the legal system of our country where we to see these guys continue to linger in Saw Beach a minute after the judgment tomorrow. If these guys, in the midst of recommendations from this international hospital, in the midst of recommendations and medical opinions submitted to the court by these medical professionals to the court, I'll be disappointed if these guys spend a minute at Saw Beach after the final ruling, because that will now amount to human rights violation. It will now become glaring that the judiciary has failed us because the executive is bastardizing the laws of our country. We're not going to allow it. No, we're not going to allow it. I keep saying to people, the reason why the whole country can stop when Joe Biden and convoy coming is because we know that there's a law that says he's the president, and when he's traveling, we should pack. If there was no law,
and you know what happens if you don't pack, right?
Yes.
You know what happens.
If there was no law, I'm not forced to pack when the president coming.
Everybody's going to go.
Look, when we never have president in the country, what do you think was happening? The guy who got the strongest AK-47 will be the order of the day. The man will go, man, they will play under my control. If you want to take it from the man control, you got to fire. So now 2-3 hours fire, you got to fire. When your troop can make it, the man troop catcher, the man become the BC for that area. He become the BC. But under a legal system, no. So how the whole country respecting the president by packing off the road?
But disrespecting the Constitution.
But the Constitution that made him powerful, for which we can pack off the road, he's there respecting it. So we want the judge who went to school to uphold the laws and to become that pace setter. The judge who is supposed to be the referee. We want the judge to put himself on record, either to aid bastardization of the Constitution or to nourish democracy. He has that responsibility. The judge got that responsibility on his shoulders. To either join the executive to bastardize our Constitution or to save the state. Because look, when the Constitution is being disregarded, when the rule of law is being tampered with, when constitutional proceedings are being subjected to the whims and caprices of political actors, automatically you'll find trouble looming in such a country. We are existing today as a peaceful country because of something called the rule of law. When you threaten the rule of law, you threaten my freedom. And let's say in the absence of the rule of law, your car you get downstairs, enough for you. Anybody can walk there and take it. Oh, when the war of fighting, people were jumping in people's cars, used car garages and taking cars. All the people that went to Freeport, I didn't want to put a rest there. What they were taking? They rest the mattress. Why people are looting all over the place. I didn't want to put it there. When there is no law and order, the place becomes ungovernable. So don't attack that which is giving us the freedom. Don't attack it. When you attack it, you attack me. When you attack the rule of law, you attack every citizen, including those who are not political. You attack them. And that's why we are concerned. Look at the kind of report. Damning report. Should the report be coming up from a government that came on a matter of change, from a government that promised to liberate the people, from a government that said there will be no business as usual? You torturing people, children? You telling them, you not talk, you not talk, you not talk what you say? It's just supposed to be you not talk what you want me to say, or you tell him, Councilor Alexa, your client is here. Okay, go ahead. What do you know about the capital building case? Then you record my statement. My counselor is there. Explain. Do the one. Say the one. Oh no, he cannot go further. We take that evidence. Take it to court. There should be a reason why you will consider somebody a suspect of a particular case. We are over 5 million people in this country. That you selected those few individuals is a clear indication that you got something that triggered you.
You cannot just get up one morning and just say, oh, Alexa.
That which triggered you cannot be what you got from them illegally.
It means you already have.
Under duress.
You already have something.
So the things you have for which you went for them, that thing should constitute sufficient evidence enough.
Present that to the judge.
The statement of that person could either further indict them or something else. But they want to use what you obtained illegally from an immoral perspective to use it against them. You guys are joking. Stop it. Stop toying with the peace of our country.
We need to do better.
I keep saying it. There are some people who you were wrong. There are some people whose constitutional right you would trample upon. They could even go to jail and say, okay, you're Jamie. I will not do nothing. There are others who an attempt to even want to subvert their constitutional right at your will and pleasure. There are some people who will react terribly. Prince Johnson, Roosevelt Johnson, all the Johnsons, Samido, Yaya Nimle, Damate Kone. These guys acted because at a certain point in time, their constitutional rights became threatened, and they were not patient enough to go to court. They were not patient enough to go to court. Although I do not support the way they went, there were options that they should have applied, but not many people will be brave enough to see one man acting like he's the only person who is circumcised. No, Alexa, I mean, it has reached to the point where this hard truth gotta be said. Not many people will sit and allow another man to behave like he's the only person circumcised. No, you can do that. Regardless of whatever toy you got with you, you can do it. To keep acting like you are the only man who they call your when you're small, that they trim it and pour pangana oil on it. You're not the only man with the pour pangana oil around your own. There are a lot of people who are also circumcised. They are men enough. The only reason why we are not measuring manhood in this country is because there is something called law. You know, people get money by Jeremiah Kun.
No, you have a lot of them. You have business people who are private citizens.
You know, people have money by Joe Baga.
They don't care.
Today, those money people park on the sidewalk when Baga coming. So when people used to feed Baga, but today they can park on the sidewalk when he coming. It's because the law says he's the president. So what the hell are these guys violating the same law? Why are they doing it? Why are they doing it? We are a law-abiding country. We are. There should be no reason why we should sit here and allow a group of people push the country into lawlessness, because what you are trying to do is lawlessness. And I see most of you sit here in the faith-based institutions, the integrated institutions. You are quiet, you are tight-lipped on this case. It's because now your parents and now your children in jail. Because now your children in jail, you sit supinely and allow Liberian people, children, go to prison, were beaten, terrorized, tortured. You're not saying anything because they are not related to you.
I think
at the appropriate time, if you don't stop it now, when you start to go to your doorsteps, that's when you kind of say enough is enough. It'll become, I mean, it'll become something that we cannot repair.
And I would just like to say this.
And we'll go to the lines, my dear.
Yeah. I would just like to say this. We're discussing this case that has been discussed for months. And Greg is still there, being the way he is.
I'll be disappointed in the judge.
He is still there being the way he is, in as much as you have people still trying to understand what is going on. The same energy he is using to keep these men, they have their families, they have their friends, they have their lives, they have their dreams. They should be out here doing exactly what they want to do with their lives. But they're in there. They're being tortured. They're in there when time is being wasted. The same energy he is using on these people who are suspect in an arson case, he is not using that same energy on, I don't know if it is his friend who allegedly raped a 14-year-old girl. In fact, the entire government is not using that energy. But they're telling us these men are already guilty, even though they're still in court. They're telling us these different recordings are pieces of evidence, strong evidence, that point out to the fact that they burned Capitol building. And you think this country is a serious country? You think the people we have who say they are sophisticated, they're educated, they're experienced, you think they're running a serious country? No, they're not. And I like the fact that Oliver is saying all these things we're discussing now, we look forward to the judge. We look up to the judge, in fact. Because all these things, imagine we're here reading medical reports.
I would be disappointed if the judge will allow the guys to stay a day after.
These things have to be confidential medically. Imagine we're here reading these different reports, because the nature of this case and how these men are being tortured, abused in their own country, as though we do not have laws that govern the state, as though we're just here in a country where it is a gangster republic, a country that doesn't have laws, a country that's just operating where only the strongest will survive. And then you have Greg Coleman. After creating content, he is still passing around saying, oh, this, and that. Mr. Inspector General, you need to be serious. You need to be intentional. If you do not have pieces of evidence prior,
this one is even beyond him. We're not even thinking about him
whoever
anymore.
that's involved, whether it is the president, it is the vice president, or whoever. Jeremiah is vice president because we have the Constitution. The Constitution talks about a presidential candidate should have a vice presidential candidate. If you go to elections and you're going to win the general elections, automatically you become vice president, you become president. So you have laws, you have the Constitution. So if you cannot protect the state, in fact, it's just when you go to Temple of Justice, they say let justice be done to all men. There are people who are falsely accused. There are people who have committed crimes. And basically, if you're going to go to court and you have pieces of evidence that will show that, yes, this person committed a crime and this person is guilty, automatically, you know exactly you have to serve your time. We have all those things. But do we still have justice in the Temple of Justice? Has justice left the Temple of Justice?
That's what we are looking up to the judge.
I don't know.
The judge will have to prove to us.
It is up to the judge to tell us that we still have
dismiss this case.
If this case is not
the fact that these guys were tortured, dismiss this case. This is not a rebel era.
This is really sad.
That during the war, they can put you on the ground and ride your skin on the quota for you to talk whether you still speak or not. No,
and just Oliver, you know what is really sad to me is the recommendations and follow up.
Imagine this recommendation and follow up are available, but
they're saying the
guys are still in prison.
At about this point, these men should be undergoing treatment, psychological one. They should see different specialists because the allegations made are highly consistent with these medical examinations.
The whole country know the truth. So you did all of these things because you won that Capitol building speakership. You got a speakership. So you still keep people cheering behind bars for nothing.
Why are we still talking about
Richard Kuna speaker now? The country okay. Baka said they come invest $8 billion. You already got a speakership.
What kind of billion?
Yeah, $8 billion. Why you say they come invest? You already got a speakership. So what then do you want? What else do you want?
This is crazy.
Because of the speakership, too many things happen to that building. You did a lot.
And you have it.
Those lawmakers carrying on to RLJ for millions of years.
Use the
country money. Jim Colette was passing around, bribing people 15,000, taking 200 from all another person who
tax
collector 200. You through that process, you were able to loot the stakeholders. You did all kind of damages to the extent that you took the 2 chairs from the joint chamber before you could get on fire.
As a spiritual person
who God spoke to.
Because there's no way
you should take out the 2 chairs because tomorrow something will happen in that building. So you took out the 2 chairs. Only you alone knew what was happening in the building for you took out the 2 chairs.
And you were not
all these things happening. You got a speakership.
You were not called for questioning.
At the end of the day, you are still keeping people cheering because Joe Biden came outside and said hooligans. Because he said hooligans, so you got to find hooligans. Even if there is none, I'll be disappointed if the judge will not do justice to these people. I respect him. I hold him in high esteem. I'm hoping that the judge will live in accordance with the legal principle. Let the judge be the judge. Let the judge understand that the day he chose to do law, it was the day he chose to provide justice.
He took an oath. So
the day he chose to be a legal practitioner was the day he chose to be the reservoir for stability.
You cannot have the country running as though you have children in power.
His decision
doesn't make sense.
His decision will tell the guys who intend it is to bastardize the Constitution that they need a whole break. His decision could tell the people that don't trust the legal system anymore because you will not get justice.
People are already having doubts.
So the judge
in the legal system.
The judge is out of there. I know you will
because
be.
It is being
I know the executive branch of government will start calling you. I know you are being told to do XYZ. I know they will try reaching out to you, but stand your ground. The prosecutors requested. They agreed to this examination. They denied that the victims were not tortured. And since the medical report is out, I don't see why the judge is not going to rule. I don't see why his ruling will not include setting these guys free so that they'll go and seek medical attention. If these guys are afraid that the Cherry will sue them, for which they want to delay, we beg them, let the Cherry life be safe first.
Oliver, 100%, of course. You have to sue back.
Yeah,
All these things are going
so
to
at the end of the day, don't think about who will sue who, because you blunder in the first place.
Your lives
The fact
are
that,
important.
the fact that you choose to politicize the case is part of the case from the very beginning.
I said that.
It's part of the case from the very beginning.
Because, I mean, it ruins, in fact, the entire thing. Because you have a leader to say, oh, this is, I think this is exactly what happened.
Who briefed Joe Walker on the scene?
As a professional security expert, or
less than 2 hours after the building, was got over fire, President Walker came and said that awesome.
And then in your report, you validated what the president said.
When fire service people were still following their water tank, they were following the water tube.
But then investigation had not started.
No, unless a fire service was still following the water tube. In fact, they were still bringing additional water truck to keep, because the fire code was still in the building. They were still pouring water off the scene when Joe Walker said that hooligan did it.
Without an investigation.
No initial briefing, no initial report, nothing.
Investigation.
He said that the hooligan Gary Coleman looking for.
You're not funding that.
And he putting people tearing, torturing people tearing.
Everybody want to know.
Taking people tearing, taking John Yandy to the lifestyle hotel. Promising him money.
At the
end of the day, so the judge will have to save the day.
A man who is a suspect.
And we're go to the line.
You didn't bring him in immediately for questioning. You took that man to a hotel.
You said John Yanty was part of the people who burned the Canada building.
Not just any hotel, to a luxury.
Yeah.
A space that is very luxurious.
You said John Yandy part of those who burned the Capitol building.
He was living soft life.
And today, September 23rd.
He was meeting high-profile government officials.
The man who you said burned the building.
He saw money, 200,000. He saw money that he had never seen before.
You catch man who burned building. Ordinary citizens, and you even lawmaker.
He put him in.
Oh, you're not careful. You come out and tell them to a hotel.
You handcuff
them. You put them in pickup. Boo! You cannot stop me. You dump them there disgracefully.
And then you took.
Then a John Yanty. Nobody. John Yanty borrow a Negro town. You grab John Yanty. You carry him to hotel, lifestyle luxury hotel, and promise him money
to enjoy for a few days. You just ask him to.
The man who said bring out the bed. The man laying down wet bed sheet.
To give into your request.
And John Yandy is calling people names who went to him with financial offer. Look, y'all stop playing with the peace of this country. If you guys are not ready for leadership, there is a way you can do it until your time finish.
Oh, yeah.
But don't risk this country. Don't risk us. Don't jeopardize the peace. All of us pay price to sustain this peace. That the Liberian boy elected you November 14, 2023, it's not a license for you to derail the peace we are enjoying. And that's why we are saying the judge on tomorrow.
Please do what
will save the day.
What is appropriate.
And I want Liberians to call. Don't make power with the judge.
Please do what should be
done. Don't make power with the judge. Add your voice on our voices, to our voices. Ask the judge to save the day. The defense counsel say our beginning were tortured. The beginning were beating for them to lie on themselves. The men said I lie. We beat them.
And you have
the judge said, like at the beginning of the hospital, go check them to see whether they beat them. The medical report said that true. They beat the beginners and the beginner need treatment. The beginner, when they take treatments, when there's something bad will happen to them. Judge, we don't need to teach you your job anymore.
You know your job.
You know what to do.
Just do what you can.
Please, in the interest of the state, in the interest of protecting the very law that you took oath to protect, do what is required.
And what you're doing tomorrow will give hope to a lot of ordinary citizens.
So keep trusting the legal process.
It is on you now. Mm-hmm. It is in your hands to tell Liberians that justice is here.
And justice is possible.
And justice is possible. So please do what is right. Please do what you can in the best interest of Liberia and the Constitution.
Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, old man Sam Sion. Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, old man Sam Sion.
stop up. The people bringing
086 500 104 0776 104 104 are the numbers to join the conversation. Hagar Gonda has a lot of winners to pay. Yes, so keep it coming into star 255 star 1 hash. The more you play, the better your chances are. I'm certain Hagar Gonda got close to 3 persons to pay. He's going to do that very shortly. But you have the chance to join the list of winners. But call us on 086 500 104 0776 104 104 are the numbers to join the conversation. In simple English, the beginning lawyer said, all the thing what chairman say, the chairman said they're under pressure, they beat the chairman, they force the chairman to say the thing. The chairman did not say it on their own. In fact, when the chairman sick right now, the government said, Allah, we ain't beat them. They just say, okay, let's get the chairman in the hospital. Let the hospital choose. Let the hospital decide whether they choose to beat the chairman or they not beat them. The hospital finished with the report. Let it in our hand. That the report was shaking here. Let it in our hand. The report said, all the thing what the chairman said, they flog them. That true, they flog them because they got evidence on their skin. There are scars. There are psychological, plenty of things that can show say they beat the chairman. So everything hanging on the judge now. The judge get responsibility to throw the case outside because from all indication, the government know the government lost. That's how we look at the whole thing. The government lost, and the government just wasting the people chairman time. And some of the chairman, God forbid, when they die in jail, the government will be held responsible. So we're asking the judge to do the right thing on tomorrow. Let's talk to the first person on the line. Go ahead. 1 minute. How are you?
Good evening, okay?
Good evening, Chief. Let's hear you. Alexa also here.
Yeah, let me also say good evening to Alexa.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is the voice of Sabu Rasta. Okay, I'm joining this unique conversation from Point 4 to be a judge in Zimbabwe. Okay, let me ask you, do you need rocket scientists to tell you that those guys were torture? Okay, let me ask you, do you need rocket scientists? Okay, can you imagine? We who are not attached to capital building, we're putting them, beat us. We're putting them, even treat us. They are talking about people who are alleged to lie on themselves to say, oh yeah, I don't want to put any place. Okay, don't tell me, how you doing? Okay, let me say this. There's no sin, that you still will commit that will go unpunished. Everything will come on. But for 12, and they involved into okay, I can assure them that they will pay for it.
Okay, thank you.
I trust the judge.
Okay.
I know that you will do the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You say he trusts the judge. Let's talk to the other person. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah. Hello. Oliver Khan.
How are you, sir?
How are you? This is Beach here. I call from Chevy gas station to besides the Brother Bell.
Okay, go ahead, my brother.
I had to assist her, Alexa. The topic under discussion is very, very interesting and essential. But let me frank and real here. This government has no interest in our justice system. This government has invested a lot of justice and lawless person in this country. So for that case, such a case, for the government to really go back to the truth, we'll find out that to manipulate the system, to manipulate that judge, to go fast to the children, to still be in prison up to this time. The report that is given is very. The report that you read is very clear. So there's no way. Even if that report, even at the time that report came up, the judge would have a press conference, a kind of manual press conference to letting the minds of the Labrador people before even going to that case. It is clear.
Okay, thank you. And that thing about this is like, bro, it has to stop. It has to stop. It's not one person second size. It has to stop. Let's talk to the other person. Go ahead. 1 minute. How are you? How you doing?
Good evening, okay.
Good evening, my brother. Let's hear you, sir.
This is Francis Johnson calling from Brovia.
Go ahead, Francis.
Okay. This government is a very wicked government. Now, just imagine why our own president would of the government came to power with time. The message you invest $8 billion in 5 years. How many years they get in power? Now, to the issue of those that are being tortured, if the government has evidence to those that bought the capital, long time they finish providing. Long time. But they just keep the people children who are there and lie. But remember, all what former president did all day, where is today? Okay, no saying go unpunished. These people will pay for the thing that they are doing. But now to 2029, these people will confess. Who will be the point that capital? That's my prayer.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. We'll leave you right there. We'll talk to the other person. Go ahead. 1 minute. How are you? How are you? Quickly. Go ahead.
Okay. The government can know everything. The phone lie. Okay. You know that the police will get a special police. Special police. They were on yesterday. Lie people. And I won't know the story of Jote. Okay. I say no story of Jote. But I say he's a hero. The tower real. They will pray.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much from Duper Road. Let's talk to the other person. Go ahead. 1 minute. How are you?
Hello.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Yeah, hello. I'm fine. Okay. How you doing?
We're great, Chief.
So, well, I'm Solomon Wiss, and I'm calling you precisely from East Africa, to be precise, Wana Kigali.
Go ahead from Kikali.
So, let me say hi to Elijah Vendakori. How are you doing? So, I to the discussion, tomorrow will be the day that the whole country will be looking up to the judge. The judge took his oath and definitely will be relying on him. So I'm just want to tell every Liberian that will keep calm and that look at the outcome of the judge. We strongly believe that he will do the right thing in the interest of the Liberian people, because the medical report are very clear. Is rating those guys were tortured, and he have to do the right thing. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, my dear brother. We leave you right there, and that is very, 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 very straight to the point. Let's go back and talk to a lot of other callers. Let's talk to this person on the ladies' line. Go ahead. 1 minute. How are you?
Yeah, hello.
How are you? Let's hear you, ma'am.
Yeah, this is a little calling for Motokono.
Motokono, go ahead.
Yeah, Mate, I said, and some people that know woman there, because only the women is hanging out there. I see again, there more time of video over there. For our motto, for the goal, I want how they feel like all I was so you know, so you never got put it there. So nothing will come at you, just about who will be so never going to be seen for that you and Billy. And all boy, just at it.
Oh, no, we'll leave you right there. We'll leave you right there. Thank you, but we'll leave you right there. Let's talk to the other person. Go ahead. 1 minute.
Good evening.
Good evening, Chief. How are you, sir?
This is calling for
Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Let me give you an appreciation for always letting the mouth of the Liberian people to know the truth. Brother, let me see. Especially you're speaking about the justice. Justice is not fair. Justice is not for everybody. When you look at justice, the thing was justice one house, justice album close. I had the judges looking. We will talk, but it was one color steady, and I seen it. There was structure around. Even that judge that order were appointed by the president. So all the president they don't have nothing to say. You will live by the president war. Why they war and you see? It happened to us in Lupa. When the people told us that they wanted to where we are, the judges were they never investigated us. Not to went to jail. The people at 2 a.m. and we went to jail for 2 months and a half.
Oh my God.
God bless us. We are one. How we free. So I think I see if justice will be there with the thank you.
Okay, we leave you right there. We leave you right there. Yeah, we're hoping for the best.
Yeah,
let's talk to the person. Hello, 1 minute. Oh my God, we missed out on that international caller. Let's go back to the line and talk to this person. Go ahead. 1 minute. How are you?
Yeah, good afternoon,
How are you? Quickly.
Thank you very much. So as you said, George, you get all the work case here. If you allow the people, because they report out, if you allow the children to be in Saudi, the next trouble court in the country, you the judge, that you the court, and the report are voted for Buaka. And next trouble that court in the country, that you the one bring the trouble in the country, then what takes you that you're saying, they're integrity and in power, they will take you the Supreme Court ruling everything. That the torture is what they say that law, and when they go for medical report, they say that they torture them. So, George, we are saying to you, please, that you get everything. I don't care the special value, that you get a final ruling to put the children out, I beg you. Because the torture the children are going to hospital, so if you walk far with the children, they take to the jail. And that's what we're in the country. You're the judge. You will not be here, my son will not be here. I have a call for the trouble you're causing in the country. Thank you very much.
We leave you right there. We take Dr. CC. Go ahead, man. CC, let's hear you.
Hello, Mama.
We're great. Quickly.
Yeah,
Yeah, you talking about you credit the people, you get that credit. I think they will do the right thing, right? For me, my fear is that the men were appointed by the same Imam Bwanka. The local men were appointed by the same Imam Bwanka. The other men are talking about they can't throw the case out and you tell them about they will do the right thing. They will not do the right thing. When the Prince Cooper case, and yesterday was talking about without putting the thing, without do they want, and the poor other function, the people that are credit, they are credible sources at hospital. They will not lie. But you want to get for the JFA to go and say anything about and say, oh, SYZ, so it not happen to the children. What are you fighting for? But it will not happen. The point they are credible. That is the job, they are credible. The point let them lie down. But the people also do their job. So you not go tell file of money again and say, oh, go do XYZ and tell you going around. Then you say, oh, they're up. Don't look up to the judge. That's about you. Look up to the judge.
Okay.
And they will do the rest of them for and live with them by themselves. They will tell you about they can't accept it and live with them. If our children die infantry, God will judge them. Thank you.
Okay, we leave you right there. We talk to the person. Go ahead. Quickly, no time.
Thank you, Kai. You and say Eleza. You official spokesperson for the Liberian Serap movement. Are you getting me?
We hear you. Go ahead.
Thank you so much. I think tomorrow will be the time that the judge will bring down the valley. Grego Kuma will go to jail. Grego Kuma people why in jail? Because so you can't come and say no, me president Laburo and want to treat our poor.
No, the president from Laburo from Wasonga.
Yeah, okay, no problem. But I know. So Grego Kuma people the human rights violation is happening. You the first person to know I will protect the human rights violation. Or whatsoever, boy. Protocol is doing it. Even in Labro, in that case, we saw many cases in Labro that have been going on. So, Guayacoma tomorrow, you might have to be content. We'll hope Guayacoma, why is to jail and you pay for all what he did to our brothers.
Okay, we leave you right there. Let's leave you and talk to the person. Go ahead. Quickly, let's hear you. No time. We got to talk to other callers.
I'll tell you, good evening.
Good evening.
Let me say good evening, my sister, in Nova Country. My name is Daniel Saki, and I joined this seminar from Rika.
Go ahead, Daniel. Let's hear you.
What happened here is that tomorrow the judge will give the really detail of this guy's thing. But Pedro Como will feed the folk. We will ask him for a take over. Because we know there's an underground discussion going on to see how better folk can drop the case, and then you should talk about every other things. But remember, those brothers are inside there, they stood the ground. There will be other people that will say against you to say all the last year you don't want make them to do what thing that they are charging them up to. But thank God, the medical report will be go. I was trying to go for them. So I have a quality only that not a month that President Boga and government will cover my way to let it interpret the put down until you stand because we don't use a man who stand for the law.
Okay.
So the law it costs to money to the product as you see a place, the product to sue the ground for getting another lawyer to measure a catch up to fight in the front foot.
Okay.
Thank you for 40 minutes time.
Thank you. We leave you right there. We go to this person. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Okay. How about it, my brother?
We're great.
Okay. The first thing I want you to understand is that in case we stay on Malayan rights, you getting me?
Wow.
We stay on Malayan rights. The Malayan rights state that you have the right to a legal counsel. You have the right to make. You also have the right to face your accuser. And what happened in order to extract of the statement, none of these business were done. So the lawyers are still on Malayan right. We haven't gone to the case yet. So the lawyers are saying that they may not give the testimony. They were tortured. They were this. They were that. We still on Malayan right. The case haven't started yet. They haven't given their kind of their own evidence to the defense counsel to look through it. None of these things have been done yet. So just know that we stay on Malayan right. So the case that died upon arrival on Malayan right is where we're now looking at. What will be the ruling for tomorrow? And I know Judge Roosevelt Willie is somebody who stands by the principle of rule of law. I can tell you for that for free. I had an incident with him and I know how he handled that case. And he won't sit there and allow people to put his life on the line or his character on the line.
That's right. Okay. Thank you.
So we hope to see what will happen.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We'll leave you. We take this other person, then we go home. Go ahead. Let's hear you. Hello. Let's hear you.
Yeah, hello, okay.
Go ahead, ma'am.
My dear, the result is proving. So I don't care what the prosecution will do. It left within the 12 years of the judge now. If the judge decides to spoil it, means that it's but it's been clear already.
Thank you
Okay.
for having me.
Okay. Thank you
I
very
won't
much.
say much.
Thank you very much, Alexa. We gotta go, but let's take Edmo Car, who is the last caller. Edmo, go ahead. You're the last caller here.
Yeah, thank you very much. This request was made by Joy Roosevelt waited to do his ruling. So he left with no choice but to rule, and he not ruling and telling the police and whosoever that they don't have case, they can go back again. Okay? But he cannot hold these guys on what the prosecuting team has presented. That's all. So when they put for that issue, he said, okay, to rule on this thing that you are saying, that I should dismiss these kinds of evidence because so and so go for your medical result. Now the medical result is off, so he did what he would do. I know there have been a lot of questions. They have been calling, they have been tracing. But what did he do?
I'm sure he will do the right thing. I'm sure about that.
Oh yeah, so he left on no alternative. That's why he responsible. So if I all he wanted to bend it, he could have said that the case go on. We got no magnitude in what you guys are asking for. But I learned that what Judge Roosevelt really requested for, and it has been proven, he's going to rule that Gregory Coma and his people should go back again and start arresting people to bring the evidence so that we can know who bring our capability. We are not even saying that we don't want to know who bring our capability. We want to know. But you cannot falsely excuse people to know who bring people to testify against people. When they refuse to testify, you make them part of the case. How can it be? So it is clear. Tomorrow it's a showcase.
Okay.
Tomorrow it's just the final. It's not going to be the formality tomorrow, but it is done because that's what he asked for. That's what he got.
Okay.
When he has received that result, all he's going to be doing to turn it down, chunky outside, go and bring back your evidence. We are not saying you don't have case, government.
Okay.
We do have case here, but go and bring the evidence. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
One more freedom question. They just said
George Roosevelt Willie is the man of the match on tomorrow. You got two choices, two options. To either spoil your name or to redeem your name.
when they were coming, they said they were late.
The best option is you also decide.
When they killed their time, they changed their mind.
Before you could, before the rescue government could come to power, you were already a serious lawyer.
What kind of people?
The rescue government will leave power. They will leave you, in the courts as a seasoned lawyer.
Freedom fighter, you killing our children.
There should be no reason why
Freedom fighter,
you should allow their political pressure to keep you under the bus. Do your thing. Do what is right. Do what justice requires. Alexa, we got to go home to return here on tomorrow.
Our prayers and thoughts are with the judge tomorrow, and we hope for the best.
Okay. Until we meet here on tomorrow, have yourself a wonderful time. God bless you. Bye-bye.